Alright, picking this one up on turn 5, and we are going for the full Stork team, and I got Rabbit from Pilling Spider, which works great with the fried shrimp because it negates the -1 health. And I decide here to combine the Storks. I think it's generally better to try and get the level 2 as quickly as possible because it's going to start spawning units with double stats. I think we would have lost this regardless, even if I'd left the Storks separately. But yeah, I think trying to keep too many of them in the team at level 1, I think it doesn't really work out too well. Now here I get the double snail, and I combine them instead of buy-selling because I think in general that's better now. You've got more chances to lose. You've got, and the buffs you get for the level 2 snail are so good. And here we get lucky with the Stork triple spawning, so it gives the spider, which then spawns another unit, and it completely ruins that bulldog team. I really hope they patch that out soon, but in the meantime you see that constantly as people with bulldog, leech, and frog ready to transfer the stats. So time for the rabbit to go. Following the same principle, we're going to try and level up the other Stork as soon as possible. Now I get the turtle, and another one of the problems with this pack was not set up for Stork really, because you can tailor your pack to have the Stork spawn the best possible units, so things that have high attack, things that will spawn other things. This was not one of those packs. I just had Stork in it, and I got the decent start, so I decided to go for it. Obviously, it would be much better with Mushroom in the pack, but I'm fairly confident Mushroom is not in this pack, so I'm happy enough to get Melon onto the Storks as early as possible with the turtle, because their health is quite fragile. So here I get the blobfish, and I'm just going to leave it in the team rather than pilling it straight away. You could pill it for economy, but it's going to level up the Stork during the battle anyway. And you can see here the melon easily lets us clear that opposing team. Now I should mention, I didn't talk about this in the alpaca one, but when the golden pack launched, there was a problem with the matchmaking. So you were suddenly going against extremely weak teams all the way to the end of the game, and during that I posted the shrimp win, which was the 5 shrimp win, which was the first game I had on the new pack, on the new version, and it felt really bizarre that it was so easy to win at the first attempt. And then after that I ended up getting over the next couple of days, I think I got 3 or 4 more 5 of a kinds, but they were all first attempts, and it just didn't feel right. It was like, what's the point of even doing this? It's so easy. So most of those, in fact all of those, have not been uploaded other than the shrimp one. I don't know if I'll ever post them because they're really, I guess maybe eventually I might post one because it'll show how ridiculously easy it was, but in comparison to what it is now, which is closer to the difficulty level prior to the patch. I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, the devs patched whatever, they made some kind of change to the matchmaking system, and they reverted it. So you're no longer, if you're a seasoned veteran, you're no longer getting matched with brand new players. So here I get the pill and also the melon, so I've got the triple melon already. And now I really need to find something to scale the Storks up, because their stats, even with triple melon, their stats are just not going to cut it. And here I roll T-Rex. Perfect, even though we don't have enough gold to generate the buffs this turn, we'll get it next turn. And the crane, although it might seem counterintuitive to put the crane behind a pet that has melon already, it actually works reasonably well when you get to the late game, because a lot of things are going to have more than 20 attack. They're going to do damage to a unit through the melon, so then you can regenerate it straight away. But the crane's done its job filling in for a while, and now we get the second T-Rex. And of all the scaling methods in the game, I'm not sure if I've uploaded any 5 of a kind using double T-Rex except for the actual all T-Rex run. I think in general it's very frustrating to use it for 5s because you don't have as much gold, although it does scale quickly. And in this battle here we get the weird sequence where we both get Eagle, and then I get Nyala, which gives me the Golden Retriever to get the draw. So we're going for the level up, and I would really like to get the 4th Stork in as soon as possible so that it can start scaling up to a level where it could actually contribute to the rest of the team. Unfortunate here to go against a 50-50 Peacock at the front. But we get Eagle again from the spawn, and having generated Trumpets with another spawn, the Wildebeest is now able to double Coconut, which that was very fortunate, especially since this pack was not set up for the Storks to get those spawns in that sequence. Now I passed up the taco there. The T-Rexes are giving so much attack that it's not really a problem. I'm just looking for more Storks, and I know that I have fewer rolls. This is a funny team where they're going for the level 3 Lizard Tail achievement. I haven't tried that one yet myself, but despite them having the Stego and the Monkey level 2, we get another Eagle spawn, and we win that one. And there's so here I'm thinking about, I want to get the other Stork to level 2, because when it spawns a weak unit, and you can see that I actually changed my mind. I went for the T-Rex. I'm not sure that's the correct play really, because the T-Rexes, even if I combine them together, I'm going to be getting less stats anyway. And unfortunately here we get the bad spawn with the shoe bill, so it's not enough. I do level up the second T-Rex. I'm not sure if I would do that this time, if I was doing this again, because you can see what's happening is that the front Stork is now on 50 attack, and the middle one is on 49, so the attack from the T-Rex is actually kind of redundant now. And I don't know if we've maybe already passed it, but we're lucky to get a draw here. There is Lollipop in the pack, and I wasn't thinking about it, but really, there it goes. So if I use the Lollipop there, on the front Stork, although it wouldn't have 50 attack, it would, I guess I'm on lethal, so maybe I'm worried about not having the 50 attack for a turn. But we're into the range now where we're starting to go against teams that just do not have melon. I'm not sure why that is, that there's so many draws for teams that don't have melon at the end. When you get into the 17, 18, 19, 20 range, you're going against so many teams without it. I don't know why, but it would be interesting to know. And another turn spent rolling for Storks, and we don't find any. Unfortunately, that's going to mean that when we sell the two T-Rexes, we're going to be getting rid of something like 90 stats or almost 100 stats for two ones. Now here, this team, I think that was probably a misplay there. If they'd had the Flea at the front, maybe they would have won that. I'm not sure. Maybe we have to check the tapes on that one. But I think so we finally find another Stork on turn 19. I don't know how many rolls that was to get there, and we get another one even though we've got one frozen. And I freeze the chocolate on the off chance that I can maybe get one of them to level 2, or potentially get the middle Stork to level 2 as well, because the extra stats you get from the level 2 spawn, you can't underestimate that. And here we actually go against a team that I'm really surprised is still alive this late, which was all crocodiles, skunks and dolphins. So now the T-Rexes have to go, a huge amount of stats gone. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking this is all over. So I don't buy the second Stork straight away, because there's a lot of buy-sell stuff in the pack. So, we could roll into Oyster, we could roll into Cow and Zebra here. So I buy-sell the Cow. We didn't get the other level 2 Stork. I do buy the chocolate though, just in case it's another draw, which is definitely possible. and we just go for it with two 2/1 Storks. And we see another team that has only one melon on turn 20. And that's basically exactly what we need. So we get another eagle spawn. I'm not sure it actually mattered, but it took the jellyfish down into the range that it was going to get insta-killed by the melon stork. And there we go. 5 stork win, and it was a real slog to get there.